What is up, guys? So today I'm going to be making a video talking about some of the things that I like about my 2013 RMZ250 and some of the things that I don't like. But first I'm going to show you guys everything that's been done to it. So it has Tusk Racing black wheels and the Tusk Racing gold hubs and the FMF 4.1 Mega Bomb and the Boysen factory racing clutch cover, and it also has the aftermarket clutch. It also has factory connection suspension, and I recently talked about putting on my new bars in a recent video, and those bars are Renthal bars. And I bent the new ones as soon as I put them on. I'll insert a picture after this, but these are the old ones that I put back on. So yeah, they're really bad, as you can see, but I'll insert a picture of the ones that I just bent right now. So for those of you that don't know, I went from a 2004 CRF 250R to a 2008 KFX 450R because the CRF it had a lot of problems, although I really did love that bike. And after owning the KFX for maybe 4 months or so, I realized I wanted another dirt bike, as much as I loved having a bored out KFX because it was so fast and it was just really fun. I wanted another dirt bike, so I posted it for sale or trade for a 2000 or a fuel injected 250, and my intent was to get a 2011 or newer CRF 250R because I heard that there were a few issues with the 2010s with the fuel injection, but I wanted another CRF because I just loved the way the bike felt. Like, it just felt really nice and nimble compared to a lot of other bikes that I've rode. But someone actually contacted me and asked if I would trade for a 2013 RMZ250, and with all the stuff done to it, I couldn't say no. So I ended up trading, and I love the bike. I thought that if I didn't like it, I could always sell it and get a CRF. But what I love about this bike is that it feels really nimble and small, like compared to some other bikes, and it handles great. So I don't think I'll be selling it anytime soon. Although the only thing that I can think of that I don't like about it is that when I went to, as soon as I got the bike, I wanted to change the oil, and I was wondering how you check the oil because there was no sight glass or a dipstick, and I did a lot of researching, and I found out that there was something called a check bolt, and I had no idea that that was even a thing, or what it was. So I called a dealer, and they told me that it was for a when you fill the bike up with oil, you take this bolt out, and once the bike is full of oil will start coming out of this bolt, and that just seems like unnecessary. I don't know. I just think a dipstick or a sight glass would be much easier. And also, the exhaust on this sounds really good, and I was gonna want to get an exhaust for whatever bike I was going to get if it didn't have one. But one thing that I didn't know about FMFs was that they can be kind of quiet. Not when you're like accelerating fast, obviously, but like when I pull in the clutch, like right now, it's actually kind of quiet, which at first I didn't like the idea of it, because with a $900+ exhaust, I'd want it to be loud and sound really good, which it does sound great, but it can be kind of quiet, which is actually pretty good for me, because there's a lot of people around me that like to call the cops, which is really annoying, obviously. But if you're at like low RPMs, it can be pretty quiet. Also, the only mods that I've done to the bike so far is I've added a front and rear Renthal sprocket and the Renthal bars, which I obviously bent. And the way that I bent those was I was doing a wheelie and the bike just came all the way back and flipped, and the bike landed on the left side of the bars, and all of the bike's weight landed just right there. And a lot of people are telling me, not a lot, but I've had a few people tell me that I should not get Renthal bars because they bend really easily, and that I should get Pro Taper because they're made out of a better metal, which I'm pretty sure they're both made out of aluminum. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you know. I haven't really researched it, but I feel like any bars would bend if they smacked on concrete or pavement with 250+ pounds landing on a piece of metal. I don't know. I could be wrong though. But I'm going to have to get new bars soon. Obviously, because the ones that I have on right now are my old ones and they're bent really bad as well. But I can't really think of any mods that I want to do to the bike, because it has pretty much everything I'd ever do to a bike done to it. An exhaust, and maybe wheels, which I would do, but obviously this bike already has nice wheels, so I don't need to get new ones. But I've considered maybe looking into a big bore kit for it into the future, because don't get me wrong, the bike is really fast and really nice as it is, but it'd be nice to have it a little bit faster, and a 450 is too much for where I ride and everything, because I mean it's not necessarily too much, but I don't really need all that. It's not that I couldn't handle it, it's just I like to ride in trails a lot, and there's just no need for a 450. And I feel like a 250 with a big bore kit would be perfect. So I should probably look into that a little bit more, but it would be sometime in the future, in like a few months. I'm not sure if I'd even want to do that though, because it would obviously make the bike less reliable, which I don't want to do. But the KFX that I had, it was bored out, and it was an awesome bike. It was super fast, and as soon as I got this, it made this feel actually slow, because that was much faster. But I didn't have any problems with the KFX with it being bored out. I didn't really have it too long though, long enough for anything to go wrong. I do ride a lot, so I've put about 40 hours on this bike in about 2 months since I've gotten it. So that's a lot for a race bike. That's why I want something somewhat reliable. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's a race bike, they aren't reliable, what do you expect? but some race bikes are reliable compared to others, especially my CRF. That bike was, at least 60% of the time that I had it, it had something wrong, which was really annoying. And obviously, you don't want to have a bike that's always needing work done to it, but that's why I'm not sure if I want to bore this out, but it would definitely be a cool thing to do. In one of my previous videos, I said that I am going to start doing videos weekly, and I'm definitely going to try to do weekly videos, but it's going to be a little hard because riding with these bars is like not fun. I mean, it's still fun to ride, but these bars are bent like really bad, so it's really annoying. But hopefully I'm gonna get new bars soon, and I can get back to making videos. But I'm still probably gonna try to do weekly videos even with the bent bars. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.